the best SaaS link building agency services to boost your growth. Link building is back to being a growth lever. If you lead growth or revenue at a SaaS company, you have probably heard the hot takes. Backlinks do not matter anymore. Content is enough, and AI search will make SEO irrelevant. At the same time, paid search gets more expensive. CAC creeps up, and competitors keep showing up for the exact keywords your reps wish you owned. The reality is simpler. In 2025, organic search still drives about 53% of SaaS website visits. So improving rankings is still one of the most reliable ways to expand inbound demand without endlessly increasing ad spend. For B2B SaaS, link building is not an SEO side quest. It is a distribution engine for your highest intent pages and the stories that earn you credibility in the market. When done well, backlinks turn into visibility for comparison, integration, and use case searches that show up late in the buying cycle, where pipeline is made. The key is to stop treating a SaaS link building agency like a vendor that delivers domain rating screenshots. You want a partner that can connect links to rankings, rankings to conversions, and conversions to meetings and opportunities in your CRM. That is the standard we use when we evaluate any growth channel at SalesHive, and it is the standard you should use here too. The SaaS economics: why authority lowers CAC. Sustained SEO is one of the most finance-friendly growth bets a SaaS business can make because it compounds. Industry benchmarks show B2B SaaS SEO campaigns averaging roughly 702% ROI with about a 7-month break-even when measured across a multi-year window. That timeline matters. Link building is not a one-off campaign. It is an asset you build that keeps paying you back. The catch is that compounding returns require authority, not just content volume. If you publish great pages but no one references them, you are effectively asking search engines to trust you in a vacuum. In competitive SaaS categories, that is rarely enough to outrank incumbents, marketplaces, review sites, and well-funded peers. Backlinks are still one of the clearest trust signals the market can see. The #1 Google result has about 3.8 times more backlinks than positions 2 to 10, which is why link building keeps showing up as the separator for money keywords. If you own revenue, that statistic is less about SEO trivia and more about who gets the first look when a buyer is ready to shortlist vendors. What SaaS-specific link building really means. Generic link building often chases whatever looks powerful on paper: high DR, broad publications, and lots of placements. SaaS link building is more disciplined because your buying journey is longer and your conversion goals are more specific. A relevant link to a high-intent page can be worth far more than a dozen nice-looking links that never influence rankings where buyers actually convert. 2 data points keep us grounded. Pages with 0 referring domains tend to get roughly 0 organic traffic, and pages with more unique referring domains see sharply higher search visits. That is why a SaaS link strategy should be built around the URLs that matter most: pricing, integrations, alternatives pages, competitive comparisons, and solution pages mapped to your ICP's pains. You can see the effect in benchmarks. SaaS pages with 10+ unique referring domains rank about 2 positions higher than pages with 5 or fewer. And SaaS brands with 100+ referring domains often see 2 to 3 times more organic traffic than competitors with weaker profiles. The takeaway is not get links everywhere, but earn the right links to the right pages. Services that actually move rankings and pipeline. Most SaaS teams outsource link building because it is specialized, time-intensive, and hard to operationalize without dedicated systems. Surveys show 60% plus of SaaS businesses outsource link building to agencies or freelancers. The best agencies are not selling link packages. They are selling a repeatable process that combines strategy, content angles, publisher research, and multi-touch outreach. Practically, that means a partner should be able to run outreach the way a good SDR agency runs prospecting. Targeted list building services, tight segmentation, personalization, follow-ups, and clear qualification rules for each placement. If your agency cannot explain its workflow with the same clarity you would expect from a B2B sales agency or outbound sales agency, it will struggle to earn consistent, high-quality editorial links. It also means the agency should prove that links move outcomes, not just dashboards. One SaaS case study built 212 high-quality links over 12 months and saw traffic roughly double and monthly organic leads grow by 3.5x, even without a noticeable increase in overall DR. That is what needle-moving looks like. Page-level wins that create more demo-ready inbound demand. Treat link building like an SDR program. Tight targeting, real personalization, multi-touch follow-up, and reporting that ties every placement back to pipeline. How to evaluate an agency like a revenue partner. The easiest way to waste budget is to evaluate a link building partner on vanity metrics alone. Domain rating and raw link counts are not useless, but they are incomplete. You need reporting that maps referring domains and placements to specific URLs, keyword movement, and downstream conversions. In revenue terms, the question is simple. Which links improved rankings for bottom-of-funnel keywords? And how did that translate into trials, demos, and opportunities? We recommend making commercial page focus non-negotiable. Ask agencies how they will earn links to your comparison, integration, and solution pages, because those assets usually convert better than general blog content in B2B SaaS. When you prioritize these URLs, you shorten time to impact and increase the odds that an SEO win turns into a meeting your team can actually work. Finally, bake brand safety and compliance into the scope from day one. If you sell into regulated industries or enterprise accounts, it matters where your brand appears and what it is associated with. A serious partner should be able to document publisher vetting, agree on off-limits categories and geographies, and give you full transparency on every placement before it goes live. Common link building mistakes and how to avoid them. The most common mistake is buying cheap, bulk links focused on volume over relevance. Those placements rarely help you rank for competitive SaaS terms, and they can pollute your backlink profile with sites you would never want to prospect to discover during due diligence. The fix is to invest in fewer, higher quality editorial links on relevant SaaS and tech sites, and to require real evidence of topical fit and organic traffic, not just DR screenshots. Another mistake is letting SEO and sales operate in silos. If link building targets keywords that do not match what your AEs actually close, you end up with traffic that does not convert and a pipeline narrative your CRO will not believe. The solution is to align campaigns to your ICP, your competitor matchups, and the language prospects use on calls. Then build links to the pages that support those sales conversations. A third mistake is ignoring backlink hygiene and reclamation. Over time, SaaS sites accumulate spammy links from scrapers, expired sites, and low-quality directories. And you can also lose valuable links when pages move or publishers update content. Build quarterly audits into your process, regain lost high-value backlinks, and keep your best pages from being held back by a messy link profile. Make link building work with SDRs and Outbound. Link building gets dramatically more effective when it is not isolated inside the SEO team. Your SDRs and AEs are sitting on the best, link-worthy insights, objections, benchmarks, emerging pains, and competitive narratives that journalists and niche publishers actually want. When sales contributes quotes, mini-studies, or data angles, your agency has stronger hooks for digital PR and editorial coverage. This is also where SalesHive tends to plug in. We are a sales outsourcing partner that knows how to run high-volume, highly personalized outreach at scale. The same operating system that supports a cold email agency motion, targeted lists, personalization, sequencing, deliverability discipline, can support publisher outreach, co-marketing pitches, and partner link acquisition. If you already use a cold calling agency or B2B cold calling services to drive meetings, think of link outreach as a parallel motion that builds authority while opening doors. To make it operational, give your link building partner visibility into your content calendar, product launches, and outbound themes, and set recurring syncs with RevOps and SDR leadership. Create one shared view that tracks sessions, form fills, meetings, and revenue by landing page, so you can see which links and URLs are actually moving pipeline. When the reporting is clean, your outsourced sales team and your SEO partner can reinforce each other instead of competing for credit. Next steps. Build a compounding engine you can defend. If you want a practical starting point, audit your current backlink profile against revenue pages first. Map referring domains to your pricing, comparison, integration, and solution URLs. Then cross-reference those pages in your CRM to see which ones create demos and opportunities. This keeps the plan focused on outcomes, not more content or more links as abstract goals. Next, define a shared narrative before you hire anyone. Who you sell to, which pains you solve best, the competitor battles you win, and the proof points your reps rely on. Agencies that can talk pipeline will welcome this because it makes outreach sharper and helps them pitch content angles that publishers can use. In contrast, a vendor that avoids these details is unlikely to deliver links that translate into revenue. Finally, remember that the channel is evolving, but the fundamentals are not going away. AI-driven search experiences still reward authority signals, and in saturated SaaS categories, credibility from reputable third-party sites is often the deciding factor for visibility. If you want help pressure testing your outreach engine, our team at SalesHive can share what we have learned from working alongside SDR agencies, cold calling companies, and growth teams that treat SEO as a core pipeline lever. And if you are researching vendors, you can also review SalesHive reviews, SalesHive pricing, and SalesHive careers to understand how we operate.